Hello, this is Tyler Hamill, and today we're going to talk a little bit about postural exercises. Lots of people who are stuck at a desk for many hours throughout the day are in poor postural positions, and you think about how postural stress affects different things, especially when it comes to the spine. We see neck pain, back pain, headaches, things like that are happening a lot more these days because people are locked into the computers. Sometimes kids playing video games all the time. It's the same thing. We're actually starting at a younger age with more postural stress. So let me show you some things today that are kind of the opposite. When we look at poor posture, we think of doing stuff in front of us. Our shoulders are rolled forward. Our necks are kind of arched forward a little bit. Same with the low back, or we're slouching when we're working. So throughout the day, this is happening quite often. So we need to come up with some preventative strategies so that our spine and nerves and things like that can be supported, and we're not causing wear and tear, which is going to cause neck pain, back pain, sciatica, things like that. So the first one we're going to do, it's called a windshield wiper. So all these exercises and stretches, try to do them if you're sitting all day. Every hour and a half, get up and do these, because it's kind of the opposite of postural stress. So the first one, called the windshield wiper, you're going to bring your head back like this. My nose is going to go side to side, so it just looks like a windshield wiper like this. I'll show it straight on, and then I'll show it from the side. So you're going to bring your head back and just go side to side. So breathe in, just nice and easy, back and forth, back and forth. Lots of times you might hear some crunching and some popping in there, just because it's a good postural exercise and your neck might not be used to it. If you have any neck issues and disc bulges, things like that, you might want to ask your doctor before you start to do that. The second one, what we want to do is stretch the pec muscle. So lots of times when we're doing work in front of us like this, the pec muscle is here and it gets really, really tight, pulls the shoulder forward. So an easy stretch for that, you just need a flat wall. Get on here like this, stretch the arm out, stand up nice and tall. You can kind of turn your hips a little bit. For me, this is to the right, so I'm trying to stretch the left pec. Let's hold this a good 20 or 30 seconds, and then I'm going to switch to the other side. The same thing, stand up nice and tall, stretch out 20 or 30 seconds. And then the last one we want to do, this is a good postural exercise for all those postural muscles in the back that are usually being stretched out, being in this posture. We want to try to strengthen them. We're going to be against the wall like this. Head flat, elbows flat, hands flat. I'm going to try to put some pressure against the wall, and you could do this at 50% or 100%, whatever you want to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep constant pressure, and I'm going to try to raise my arms up while keeping constant pressure. Keep breathing, 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 breathing. Come all the way back down. As you can see, that usually my arms, they might not go up the same on both sides. One might come in a little bit more than the other, and that's just a kind of a flexibility issue. But the whole thing is I'm keeping my head flat, elbows flat, hands flat, and I'm just going up and down, up and down. So try to do a set of 12 of those. You'd be surprised at how hard that one is, and even after, you'll feel that you kind of had a workout. You don't need weights or anything like that, just a good postural exercise. So do these 3 postural exercises. It maybe take you 5 minutes altogether to do all of these. So every hour and a half, if you're sitting, get up. Depending on what kind of job you work in, it might be a little challenging, but if you can do that every hour and a half, then your body will thank you a lot more by the end of the day. 8 hours of working like this is pretty miserable on your posture, but after every hour and a half, if you're doing some stretches to work on your posture, you're going to be a lot better off throughout the day. Thank you very much for watching this video.